guys ready? Seems like we're back again and things are finally official. It seems like we're always dealing with the official and not officials, but we did dot the I's and cross the T's. Going to welcome Courtland to the St. Louis Rams. I'll keep it very simple. I'll say this. He had me at Andre Johnson. That's going to be my quote. We're going to be a team, an organization that, builds, develops, and coaches its football team to thrive consistently. Obviously, Courtland's a building block, but what he's also going to do is, because of his leadership skills, because of what he brings to the field, he's going to help us develop the young players we bring in and develop those players to be the type of players we want them to be. So without further ado, I'm going to pass it to Coach Fisher, let him say a few words, and then we'll go to Courtland.
So is that like he had me from hello?
Yes, something like that.
Something like that, okay.
As a football guy, that's the pickup line.
Okay,
right?
there you go. Well, this is the first of many great, exciting days for the future of this organization, and I'm especially excited because, as I mentioned yesterday, because of our relationship, and if two people know each other any better, I challenge you to find those two people, because we've had a great relationship, in the first phase of his career, and I'm really looking forward to this relationship in the second phase. Just as Les said, it's exactly what he does. He has made our defense better today, and he will continue to help to make our defense better with his leadership skills, his work ethic, both on and off the field. So, very exciting day for us. Happy to have him, and at this point, we'll open up to questions for Courtland.
Courtland, what are you smiling
about? Just the opportunity. I'm thankful and grateful for the owners, Dan Kroenke, Demoff, Les Snead, and Coach Fisher here, just to believe in me, and just to be able to come here and help this organization. I'm humbled and I'm excited at the same time.
What did it come from didn't last very long, your free agency period?
You know, it just made sense. I love Coach Fisher and the direction he's always took the team. I respect him for everything he stands for, and I definitely wanted to come be a part of this.
What was these last 2 or 3 days been like?
Sir?
Where did your nasty streak come from?
Probably always being a little kid, as I'm always still a little kid on the field and around the park. I wouldn't go that aspect of nasty. I just love the game, and I want someone that's watching, that's never seen me play or the team play, to know that my love for the game is hopefully it impacts someone.
Courtland, Les said yesterday that Coach Fisher was kind of a recruiting tool by himself. How much was Coach Fisher factoring your decision to come here?
I think that was a huge. I mean, just my admiration and respect for what he did for my career early on, and the direction he took the team was huge for us as a team and as a player, and I respect that wholeheartedly. And it was the decision. Yes, sir.
Talk about the Facebook video you put up yesterday.
It was humbling. I mean, it's the fact that in high school, you never got going to college, you never got recruited. I went to Sanford, so it wasn't many visits. So it was a chance, on the National Signing Day that kids do to really let the fans know here in St. Louis that I'm wholeheartedly want to do my part in helping them win football games and ultimately a Super Bowl.
So what have these last 2 or 3 days been like for you?
If I'm dreaming, don't pinch me. I promise. It's been something that I always remember. It's a humbling aspect, a chance to reprove myself and continue to improve on my skill set and help this football team win.
Have you had a chance to sit down and think about, or just take a moment to think about how far you've come from 7th round pick at a small school to one of the top people?
It's in some phases it's hit me, but I think as we travel back with me and my wife, and we take a look at it, and I sort of just get to sit down and digest it all. It's going to hit me a lot more, but I'm thankful and humbled by the fact of it all.
How did you end up at Sanford in the first place?
I was 5'10", 150 pounds. I probably don't look much bigger now, but I think that was the case.
Jeff, what did you see in him when you drafted him there?
Well, as a head coach, you try to do as much as you can from an evaluation standpoint, but towards the end of the period prior to the draft, it was recommended to me by our people in the personnel department that I look at this safety and returner from Sanford. So we put the tape on and said, wow, I mean, this guy projects right over the corner. He can return. He's got great ball skills. He's physical and doing some of the same things that he's still doing today on the edge, and we really liked that. And so we actually had him in for a 30 visit. Remember that? We had you in for the 30 visit.
Yes, sir.
And we talked to him and felt like he had outstanding football knowledge and instinct and character. We went ahead and was very lucky that he was there.
You were 150-pound safety.
No, you know, as I was transitioning, I didn't lift weights in high school. We didn't believe in those, so it was sort of that, you know, when you got to college, that's when, you know, we started putting in the weight system and really, you know, fine-tuning the skills there.
Courtland, what do you feel was the key to signing with the Rams?
Again, I mean, it was just so much upside, and the fact that, you know, head coach, everything was evolving and changing, and I could come in here and lead this football team on and off the field. I felt confident in that, and I still feel confident in that, and I look forward to that.
Courtland, can you talk about how you go about leadership? How do you lead?
It's definitely by example. I want to come in here with my worth ethic right off the back. I know I always right off the back and show these guys. I know that I have a reputation on and off the field, and I definitely want to, you know, bring the good side all to that and let these guys see how I work, and definitely lead from there. And whether that be from the coaching getting on me, and definitely fine-tuning my skills. But I want to be every part of example to these guys to show them that I can lead this football team.
How do you think those scraps, where do they come from? Is it because you play with an edge, or?
I think I play with an edge. If there is an edge, I'm standing over it, looking over it. So never stepping over it. Never want to hurt the football team. And that's something that I'll continue to do, is just play with that edginess. I think that's part of my game, but also play with a smart side as well.
So what comes over you on the football field? You seem like a mild-mannered, normal person. What happens?
You don't have to answer every question.
No, maybe my Irish side. I don't know. My mom's a little feisty, so if you ever get a chance to meet her, I mean, she's got about 400 tattoos, and she's just a wild woman. So she's military background, so I think just her wild side is sort of part of what it's all about for me.
Coach yesterday defended you as said people that say he's a dirty player are entirely wrong. What do you say to that?
That's just, you know, you can't. Everyone has their opinion. So, you know, you go out there and try to help your football team win. And I just happen to play with an edge to me, and never want to hurt the football team, but also want to make big plays and help this football team win and lead this football team.
Courtland, you talked about wanting to play for Jeff again and how much you like playing for him. Describe him as a head coach purely from a player's standpoint.
Well, you start from just he played the game on down to just being so personable. There's nothing you can't go in there and talk to coach about, and him give you a realistic, honest opinion and outlook on it. And I think that speaks volume for a coach when you can have that family atmosphere where you can go in there and he's still hard on you, but he can definitely sort of father you. I think that's huge for guys coming up in this league. That's something huge, and I think that's most important when a coach can have that bond with the player.
So what did you say to Jason yesterday? You said, hey man, come join me?
Absolutely. You know, this is such a upswing and things we can do here, and you have the building blocks and the pieces, and I love to see this thing take off, and that's where I'm at. That's what I told him, and he knows that.
Hey, Jeff, is there any two more questions? Yeah. In having a guy that knows what you're all about in that locker room, just who's been through the Jeff Fisher experience?
No, well, yes and no. I mean, I'm going to establish relationships with all the players. That's what we do. I think that's what coaching is about, and so that will happen in time. Clearly, you know, haven't met many of them yet because of circumstances. But so the other side of that is, yeah, he understands how we practice and how we prepare and how we go into each game and what the thought process is behind it.
You mentioned earlier that Jeff Fisher helped develop you as a player at an early age. Could you elaborate on that? I mean, how did it?
I mean, that's just from on the field, definitely with the coaches that he put around me, just developing my game, and just the people in that facility, you know, on and off the field, developed me as a person and as a football player. And I think when you entrust in someone else to sort of bring a guy up and you're still there, it makes all the difference in the world what kind of guy he's going to become. And I think that's been a huge part.
Les, where does it stand with Jason Jones?
we're still, talking with his representation. He will leave here and go make a decision. And from there, we should know relatively soon, at least probably through the weekend or into Monday.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, one second before he goes, Ars, I think Courtland should introduce everybody to his better half, obviously.
Okay.
Since she,
This is my lovely and dearly wife, going on 2 years, and we have almost a 1-year-old daughter. So she is the best decision I've ever made. So I appreciate it.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a picture with Mrs. Sneed, Courtland, and Coach. Jersey. Hey, guys, should we do it down here in front or up here in the back? Okay, we'll do it back in. Okay.
You want us to look at one?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, we good?
And if we could just
Thanks,
one-
guys.
just you and Jersey. Okay, yes, sir. Okay. So do we need? Well, hey, they just wanted, the TV guys wanted to get.
Oh, okay.
Hey, the TV guys want to get a shot. Hey, guys, could you step to the side so the TV guys get a shot? You're welcome. RB, can you step to the side so TV guys get a shot? Appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Are we good? Okay. Thank you. Hey, Jeff, we could just